Infamously Bad Metal Albums Part 1. Nightmares at Decomposed was 6 Feet Under's 13th studio record and was released to widespread disgust, and is often heralded as one of the worst death metal albums ever. But does it really deserve the bad rep it gets? What was originally just a side project, 6 Feet Under would come into full fruition in 1995 after Chris Barnes was booted from Cannibal Corpse. Starting up with Alan West of Obituary allowed Barnes and his ever-evolving Dora session musicians to crank out a now infamous blend of death metal and rock and roll. But with the combination of Barnes' constantly growing ego, a fondness for the deviled lettuce, and a terrible vocal technique, most of these albums would become the butt of many a metalhead's jokes. Fast forward to 2020 and Nightmares Are Decomposed, and all these factors would come together to forge an album so abrasively bad it's hard to believe. The first thing most people notice listening to this record is just how bad Barnes' vocals have got. It's the elephant in the room and he sounds like shit. But this album, along with previous album Torment, would see the change in the direction of the band's sound, going from a previously death metal rock and roll to more of like a sludge stoner tone. And that means there's many a time within this record when all the instrumentation stops and allows his vocals to breathe. God damn it. And what doesn't help as well is 6 Feet Under's signature lack of songwriting, meaning most of these songs have little to no movement or sense of pace. So do I think this album's as bad as it's renowned for? Unfortunately, even as a defender of this band, yes I do. I don't think this album's very good. And yes, I do think it has cemented its place as one of the worst death metal records ever. Even if there are the odd points within this record I actually do start to enjoy. What infamously bad metal album should I cover next?